Hello guys and girls, this is Jano, and today I'm going to show you how to defeat the final mission of the Liberator with 3 grizzlies and 3 tigers. The tigers are equipped with Armageddon 1 and 2, and the grizzlies are equipped with Ares 3. As you can see, I'm using the grizzlies to take on the first lot of mech, which are the pumas, because they are pretty powerful for little pumas. So I'm using the grizzlies to take them on, and also using the tigers as backup. The tigers will come in pretty handy at a later time in this battle, but for now the grizzlies are the main attacking force, and they will do severe damage to these pumas and the other mechs that comes along, also the base. As you can see, I'm just weakening the base. I'm also now going to start picking the defending mechs, which are the tigers and the dictators and salamanders. So with the speed of the with the speed of the tigers, I'm just gonna whiz around all around the base and try to bait out all the mechs, starting with the fastest, which are the tigers. As you can see, I'm also using the dodge bot system, which you'll see. With the Armageddon equipped on your tigers, they got a pretty long range, and you can keep the enemy tiger away from your tigers, but you have to constantly be moving. As you can see what I'm doing right now, backing up as I'm shooting at the enemy mech coming at me. Then I'm gonna obviously use all my mechs now to go and take out that one mech pretty fast, as you can see there. I'm gonna move to the northern side of the base and take out the other cobra tiger. I don't know why I keep saying cobra for. This is the long process, obviously, because I'm waiting for my grizzlies to move up there, and they're just not as fast as the tigers. But when they get there, you'll see it's just basically just dodging around and weaving in and out, and making sure you don't get picked off by the base defense as well, which you'll see me get clipped here and there, you know. Also, it did take quite a while for me to work this one out. It didn't help that I was pretty busy for the last 5 days, you know, with life and everything. So from my first video that you've seen, which was a failed Liberator event, to this final version where I finally nailed it down with the most basic mechs that I can pull together. As you can see, again, I'm doing exactly the same as what I did with the southern tiger, and also you're going to be using my grizzlies again to totally obliterate this tiger. There you go. See, it's not too bad, is it? I think I took a lot of damage. Well, my grizzlies took a hell of a lot of damage from those pumas that attacked from the spawn, which is oh well. So now I've baited out the dictator, and the dictator has a hell of a range over my tiger, so I'm gonna have to be a bit more wary with this and weave in and out a lot more, dodging the cannon on it. I'm gonna use my grizzlies, which was a pretty bad mistake in my half, but they did take out the dictator pretty fast. And also, as you can see there, I got into the range of that damn Hades, and it did a number on my grizzlies. The grizzlies do come in they are very important at a later date as well. Not only were they important to clear out those eight pumas that came at me, but they were pretty important to take out their entire base as well. Basically, I've mixed up my mix, as you can see, and I've given them all jobs to do. The tigers are there for speed and essentially as a dodge bot. The grizzlies are there to completely obliterate whatever they can obliterate with their health bar and durability that they have left. So that's, my grizzlies are almost gone. I've lost one. I was a bit careless there. Once again I got too close to the Hades, and the Hades was just doing a good number on my grizzlies. This is quite a long process. I mean, it's a 13-minute. Well, it's not really that long, is it? If you think about it. I mean, the final mission, level 45 squad you're going up against, and a level 45 base. This is not even a regular base in comparison to what you would normally go up against when you're playing against a player base. So once again, I made the mistake by selecting all mechs there, and I just didn't want to go back again and do it. So I just went with the flow and hoped that I would win, weaving in and out and trying to take out these front turrets. Once again, the speed of the Cobras kind of like really helped me out here. You really got to make these Cobras last. They're so crucial at the final push of this base. So now the salamanders have been triggered off, which was not on purpose, but it is what it is. So let's just keep on playing it and see how we go. As you can see, I'll try to stay fully zoomed out on this mission 90% of the time, purely so that I can actually see what's going on around the map, and I can plan ahead of what I want to do and where I'm going to put my mechs. I don't know exactly what those salamanders were doing, but they wasn't going after my tigers, so I ended up having to chase one and then draw the other one out again, which kind of like it wasted a hell of a lot of my time. But it is what it is, so let's just go with it. So once again, I'm using my Cobras and lining them up perfectly so that I can try to avoid the fire of the Hades, as you can see there, by keeping them in a straight line, and I can weave in and out. But once again, I don't understand exactly what happened there. They decided to get out of formation, and I believe it would have been the monolith that did that. Yes, the monolith are a pain in the ass, not only in the operation bases, but in the player bases. So yes, watch out for the monolith, guys and girls, because they can be used as a trap to funnel your mechs into the directions that you don't want them to go to. I had a little bit of stutter. The hell. Anyway, the next salamander is coming down now. Obviously, after this salamander, there's still one more to go, which isn't too bad. But I've still got to take out those bloody damn bastions, those cannons, which are called harpoons. And again, on the other side, there's still five other turrets, including the turret on the headquarters. You gotta admit though, that silo in the middle of the base with the 4 Liberators just sitting there, you'd expect them to come up at you and you're gonna have to fight them, but funnily enough you don't. As you can see, the bastion's pretty powerful. So here we go again, we've just triggered off the final salamander. And we're gonna completely draw him out of the defenses. Excuse me. So here we go. Nice slow salamander. So once again, we're going to try to avoid the salamander fire by weaving in and out, getting as close as we can get to it, and just keep making it making us avoid that cannon fire, which is pretty deadly. Pretty simple as well. So here we go. So now we're going to make sure we take care of these turrets. First, we're going to take out the 4 turrets, and then we're going to go for the headquarter turret, which is the bastion, which is the, excuse my language, but the bastard of all the bloody damn turrets. Even on player basis, the bastion is deadly, so watch out for any players out there that they think they can take on a bastion base, because it ain't as easy as it looks. So, like I said, line up your mechs so that you can have a nice linear line going directly at the turrets, and you can avoid fire a lot easier, as you will see, which I made a mistake there again. You can also, funnily enough, avoid arrow fires, but I just wasn't doing a good enough job on this part, so I wasn't avoiding that one. But that's 2 turrets down, 3, and the 4th turret. So now what we're gonna do is pull back a little bit so that we're out of fire from the range of the bastion, and we're just gonna use 1 tiger this time to get the attention of the bastion on that 1 headquarter, and then we're gonna get the rest of our squad mech to go in and start destroying it, while that 1 tiger is keeping the bastion occupied. Yes, boys and girls, this is what we call baiting, or masturbating. Anyway, so if you can do this right, you won't lose any units. But obviously, if you mess up a few times, you still got the 2 tigers that's pretty low in health to switch up with. As you can see now, that tiger that I was using is being switched over with another one that's got a little bit more health, not much more, but it's got a little bit more durability, so we're going to use that. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing again. We're going to draw that 1 tiger in, get everyone, and then select all mechs to start marching towards that base. Yes. And once again, you're just gonna weave in and out and avoid as much of them missiles as you can without obviously being destroyed. But you should be pretty good as long as you're just moving your tiger left and right, up and down, left and right, you know, and sooner or later you'll take out that bastion headquarter, which is pretty simple. Well, guys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this video.